Wonderful. All right, we're here, Scott. We made it.
Made it.
We made it.
Made it every week.
Finally, about time. Now people will finally get a chance to see, the true Scott. All right, don't hide anything. All right, don't censor anything. All right, it's like that. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Fat Cast. Today, I have another one of my amazing clients here. His name is Scott. All right, he's been with me now for, I think his 1 year anniversary
year and a half
just came up. So he's a little insane because he's been here for a year and a half, allowing me to torture him, and he keeps coming back. All right, so we're going to find out today why. Where does his insanity start? How long has it been to the point where you just like pain and you just continue to, allow yourself to endure this punishment? So, what is it? Let's start there.
Well, it's a lot of focus, a lot of ambition. So I, come from South Jersey. Always been in Jersey. I don't know. I always had a kind of tenacity as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of a rough and tumble guy, so it's nothing new to me. And I miss the physical training aspects of getting ready for the sports. I don't do so much of the sports anymore, but the physical training is still a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? What do you do? What do you do on a regular basis? I know that you're amazing gardener, because God has taught me a lot of things about planting. He actually gave me my first tomato plants that I've been working on. They're doing very well.
Nice. I'm glad to hear it.
Using your tips and everything. So, but yeah, tell us a little bit about.
I grew up. I think I always say it's a sin to not grow tomatoes in New Jersey. So it's really easy to do. You might have to fight some squirrels every now and then, but growing is a nice peaceful act. It gives you something to do, puts you outside, get your there's a good kind of soul contact when you make your hands to earth.
Yeah.
Professionally, I've been a chemist for about a decade now.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's nice to talk about. I feel like my science background and my horticultural background give me a good interest in life, a good interest in other fields of study. Sydney likes to say that I know everything, but I don't. I only speak about things that I know about, and otherwise I choose to remain silent.
Well, it just seems that the things that you know about tends to be everything. Okay, because every single thing I bring to your attention or topic.
I got 5 cents on that.
Yeah,
I can put it in a couple words.
You seem to be able to just
Jack of all trades, master.
Dive into the subject matter with some good knowledge about everything that we typically.
Well, you can. Well, from a chemistry background, it's the only thing that gets more fundamental than that is physics and then mathematics, and that is you're fundamentally breaking down everything around you, and coming from a chemistry background, biochemistry, when you understand more things about the processes of life, you can kind of just see where oh, this thing is this way and this thing is this way, so this thing intuitively must be like this, just because I know of these other things, this thing should be this way. But it's not always that way, and sometimes you end up kind of making yourself look like a fool. But using some intuition and a general wide base of knowledge is it's really good. And another part of a wide base of knowledge is a healthy body, healthy mind.
Right, wonderful. Okay, all right. So of course you're a very busy man. You come in here, tell me a lot of stories about you having to deal with some very dangerous things at work all the time. And I'm like, so you didn't get blown up last night? Wonderful.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, no, my work is undisclosed business. It's actually very safe and getting safer, but the nature of the business is just high hazardous.
Yeah.
So it helps to be healthy in that environment. Right now it's very hot at work, so being just physically fit and not out of shape makes it a lot easier to be in a very hot environment. Right. And the other physical hazards of my job, moving heavy objects and otherwise working 4 or 5 hours in direct contact with heat, having the endurance from the gym really helps.
Right. I think you were just telling me about like what is the average weight of the drums that you typically have to move around?
So a 5 gallon can weigh about 15 keys to 20 keys. So that'll be like a 45-pound can. So something like a 5 gallon can could weigh 45 pounds.
Yeah.
And a full size drum, normally they're around like 160 kilograms to 180 kilograms. That's like that's over 300 pounds.
Wow.
So 330 pounds to 360 pounds. And the heaviest drums that I've ever seen are 300 kilograms,
Wow.
which is a single drum, 55-gallon drum, 300 kilograms with the drum. That's a 660-pound drum.
Okay. Yeah. So you're moving a lot of weight.
Yeah,
okay.
We get some tools that help you out, but sometimes you're just kind of pushing them, and again, that strength train is really coming through.
For sure. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, what made you decide to include fitness back into your lifestyle? I think if you could tell me a little bit of backstory about that, because I think how you even found this place was funny, because next door used to be a place called Cockadillo Dan's.
Cockadillo Dan's. The next door to the gym used to be this wonderful chicken place.
Amazing chicken, by the way, Dan. We love you.
I'll be coming to that van. They got a cart now. I'm coming. I was I've been in this town for years, and I'd want like a personal trainer gym, specifically one where I could do boxing, because everywhere I was looking for boxing everything was MMA now, and I have like a little TBI, so like I can't really do head impacts anymore. I can't wrestle. I can't do any kind of sparring. Like it's not. I could do it now. I feel safe enough, but like it's still not generally like a good idea. So you checked a lot of boxes in that respect, where it was a nice, safe one-on-one gym right in my town. Everything about finding this place seemed like kind of like a perfect little bit of serendipity.
Nice. And then but I know that, so you said that it was a good location, but what like literally made you start to think about, I need to add, fitness back into my lifestyle?
This was something that I've been thinking about for like 2 years now. So at the time when I found you, I'd been really looking for specifically a personal trainer. A friend of a friend had gone through a divorce, and she had lost like 80 pounds in like 6 months.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this personal trainers things kind of work. So I was really looking for someone that I could get into the gym with, and really kind of have like, a working out relationship kind of thing. So I needed a gym buddy. My brother wasn't going to be that. He's just we're on different schedules. I'm working a second shift, so being on my schedule that I'm on, like I needed to find somebody that I could go to the gym with consistently, and I knew I needed somebody to help me set both the structure and be there to work with me.
Understandable, yes. You mentioned like, relationship, because now you're like a mainstay in every single event that we have. I'm going to actually put them pictures in this video. Scott, he's been here at the Halloween party. He came as an astronaut. That was hilarious. Yeah. And then he came to the other event that we had, the Harlem Nights team. Your
Harlem Nights charity event. That was wonderful. How is everybody doing with that? Do you need is he out yet?
No, he's not out yet. Okay. He's still fighting.
Okay.
But he's in the fight, which is the most important thing.
That's really good to hear.
He's doing what he's doing, so we're gonna keep fighting as long as he's fighting.
Awesome.
But thank you. Even you coming to that event actually just shows, I think, the power of in a space like this where it goes beyond just working out and fitness. It actually becomes personal training. I have a personal relationship with every single member of mine, which is why I like this space, because I get a chance to actually get to know people. We get a chance to share those kind of memories together. And now I feel like we have a bond that's kind of like going to be forever. Yeah. So yeah. Next question, Scott. What makes you keep showing up and being consistent? Because like I think I talked about this in my last video, the last people I talked to. I've seen over 250 members since I've started in this business. 250 people, different people, and I average on about 18 to 20 members at a time. All right, so whatever the reasons was, people don't stick. Consistency is something that people really have a problem with. Discipline is something that people really have a problem with. You don't seem to have that issue. What makes you keep showing up and being consistent? What is it that's inside of you that allows you to, commit to yourself to make sure that you show up every single time?
I don't know if it's a commitment to myself or a commitment to like a future vision of myself. I love my father. He's always been like a big guy, and I've always kind of told him, like, I don't want to. I love you. I don't want to look like you. So I can kind of see my future where if I truly fall off the wagon, I can see where I could possibly end up. Even my brother's just a little bit. He's the same size as me, but he's like even a little bit bigger than me. So like he's still trying to turn it down. So I know. He's only 6 years older than me, so I could easily slide. He was just saying the other day he was just cooking in the kitchen, and he just like
So,
what did I just do? Like he's just in the kitchen and just so I want to try to avoid just having those kinds of things happen. But you provide all the structure. It's so easy. Like all I have to do is get here, and it's 5 minutes. It's around the corner for me. So it's not a tall task for me, really. It's not like I don't find it to be on that the focus and ambition arc of the training. It's the focus and ambition. Like I really don't have too many problems with it. It's getting here and doing the pull-ups and getting through 50 burpees and and
we're doing 100 burpees a day after the work video.
I just have a little bit left from last week.
But all right, good. That's a very good answer. So we talked. I know you just mentioned some of the things that you don't want to see happen. All right. So what are some of the positive effects on others that you've seen? That since you decided to just be consistent and take your fitness a little more seriously.
Intimacy is a little nicer. It's always everybody always wants to. Some people want to be embarrassed about it, but it's. I notice a difference there, and it makes it. It's. I can see more shaping in my shoulders. I can see. The scale's not moving too much, but the scale's also not moving too much. So I'm not changing too many of my other habits, but like I'm starting to outrun my fork a little bit, which is like I like that phrase. You gotta try to outrun the fork. If I can't put the fork down, I have to try to run a little faster. So but benefits to people around me. I don't know. Like I open every pickle jar in my house. My brother and his wife are wonderful people, but they're bureaucrats, so they don't get to the gym too much. So a particularly hard jar my brother's wife hands to me. I'm like, I got you.
So then they know to go to you.
I got you. Yeah, I got all the.
You're the strong guy.
Yeah, I'm the strong guy in the house. Right. Every time something needs to be held in place, I'm called out now. Excellent. which is better than what I was before, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm vertically disinclined. So I was always sent into like places. Like I was always the small person.
Send you into the holes.
Send you into the holes. I was in the small spots. But now I get to be like the strong guys. It's like sometimes you still get sent into the small spots, but sometimes you're more on the lifting side now, which is much better.
Excellent. Okay. So next question. Was there a time that you wanted to quit, and why didn't you?
Not so much quit, and I think you know what I'm talking about was when we had to really pause on like the boxing end when I hurt my hand. So I hurt my hand for about 10 weeks.
Yeah, it was
12 weeks.
It was a weird injury too.
I couldn't. We would be doing boxing for 2 days a week for over a year, and we knew it was going to happen. Right. You do boxing, you're going to hurt your hand.
You're going to hurt, right?
You're going to hurt your hand. Finally hurt my hand. Well, it took so long for that to heal. I was like, I can't do the boxing right now. Like it hurts too much to actually throw a punch.
Right.
It's like, what do we do? And we thought about it. And was like, do you just want to switch to some physical training for a while and just till the hand heals up? And it was like, we started doing like 1 day a week, and like still wasn't enough. The hand was still bothering me.
Right.
Went full 2 days a week, and it was like 10 weeks of just 2 days a week until finally we finally got back to doing 1 day a week where I could, the hand doesn't hurt too much anymore. But it took a while, and that's really all it is. It's injury. Injury is the thing that makes you want to make you want to quit.
Right.
Like, nothing else makes me want to quit more than like hurting myself.
Right. And that's a great example, because a lot of people at that point when, you know, because your primary purpose for coming here was to do the boxing, and then that was taken away. That could have been a reason for you just to stop and just quit. But, you know, you decided to, all right, I'm still going to, you know, I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing. I'm enjoying the fitness of it, you know, being in better shape. And you decided to just, let's switch gears, let's go in another direction, but still, you know, take the time to heal your hand. But you're just not going to go back home and just sit around and not do nothing. All right, that's not going to be the reason why you just stop.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's about adjusting to life, you know, and making the best of a situation, which is what we did, you know. And I enjoyed it, you know. I was able to now, you know, treat you like everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Make you do pull-ups, make you do burpees, you know, 150 push-ups, you know, a lot of crazy stuff. But, you know, it was fun. Right?
It was fun.
And now we can't do without it. We have to keep it in. We have to keep it involved.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Another like big physical change that I felt is like something when I got I had knee surgeries back long ago. But I rushed the rehab on the one, and the one was always kind of iffy, and like, I'm having no problems with it anymore. Like even running, when running is supposed to be the worst thing for your knees. Right. I'm having like no knee pain anymore. That's good. Like I finally did the rehab I should have did like 15 years ago.
Yeah, you know, this is perfect time for everything.
Perfect time for everything. Yeah. Better late than never.
Yeah. Okay. Now the next question is, so why did you choose Focus Ambition Training aside from it being, you know, I know it's a great location. It's 5 minutes from your house, but when you got here, you stayed. What are some of the reasons why what made you stay?
Everyone knows it's you, Sydney. You're the one reason why
I'm only asking this question so you can talk about me. Okay?
Like I said earlier, you provide all the structure. There's a wonderful whiteboard behind the camera that has people's names, with their sets and their numbers on it. There's also some fun ones like no legs and death sentence. You know, fun guys.
Yeah, fun stuff.
And these that you much like how I appreciate it at my job, where I come in and I know that there's a structure. I come in and like maybe there's like, which one are we doing today? We're doing like A or B. Like I kind of know generally I'm doing something. Right. It's never a surprise what we're doing.
Right.
And it's never too much. Like I feel like it's too much. Like when I'm dead on two days from now, and I'm like, why am I still sore? It's like because you didn't do the after workout stuff. It's not my fault I didn't do the after workout stuff. I was too tired. Oh wait, that is my fault.
Yes.
Thank you. But no, I chose it because I keep coming back I chose this place and I keep coming back for the same reasons. You know, it's a nice gym, it's great structure, the equipment's nice, you're a good trainer, got good sets. And you're always working on either talking with people or working on, you know, where they want to go from here. You know, you're always giving people the after workout care, whether it's on the massage table or in the sauna, or giving people the after work protein shakes. Like you care for people, like when they walk through the door, asking them how their day is, torture them for about 25, 35, 45 minutes, and then you give them a juice and you say, have a nice day.
Yeah, it's a perfect balance, right?
It's a real good balance.
It's a real good balance of torture and love. Right? All right, very good. So last question. All right, what would you say to someone who's, you know, thinking about, you know, adding fitness back to their lifestyle? They're still sitting on the couch. They haven't made that decision yet. How would you encourage them to, you know, really start to take that next step and just go after it and to change their lives? What would you say to them?
So like everybody always says, just do it, right? Just start. Yeah. Like, and honestly, like when you're on the couch on a Thursday, it's hard to just start. And it's like sometimes, you know, I'm a planner, you know, have a clear plan, but like you have to commit and you have to follow through. So it's more than just start. It's like, all right, you want to start on a Sunday. You can say you started on the start of the week, and then, but you have to commit to a routine. And you can't take a break from it. But if you do, it's okay. But you have to stay in the routine. You can't just take a week off and then take another week off and now you're out of it again. Right. If you want to start, if you really want to do it, you even when you're tired, you have to show up. Right. How many times have I showed up and been like, Sydney, I don't have enough in me to do everything today. Right. You're like, okay, do as much as you can, and I do as much as I can. I'm like, I'm done. When I throw in the towel, you know I'm done.
I know that. Yeah, and I know that you're really tired when you do that because typically
I don't quit.
You're ready to go.
I don't quit.
Yeah.
When I show up 99 times out of 99 times out of 100, I show up and I'm ready to work all the way through the bell. But every now and then it's like, oh, I don't got it today.
I understand that.
But even on those days where you don't got it,
mm-hmm.
you still got to show up. You got to give 15% on those days.
Yeah.
Do something.
Because honestly, that 15% you're talking about is really 100, because that's all you had. You know, you gave 100% of what you had that day, and I think that's the most important thing. But really, you know, just showing up and not giving up on yourself. You know, giving that little bit of energy that you have, is really important. You're going to feel good about it afterwards when you know that you showed up, even though everything was stacked against you. You didn't have any energy. You might have still been sore. You might have been going through something when you were at home, mentally, whatever. But you still came in here and you gave yourself that time. You know, I think that's really important. But yeah, that's it, Scott. Thank you. All right.
Bye, everyone.
I just wanted to bring you on, you know, and actually just give people a chance to actually get to know you a little bit. This great guy, you know, Scott's been here, like you said, for a year and a half. He's one of those people that I know when he comes into the gym, he's always gonna have a fun fact for me, number one. He's always gonna have a fun fact. Like, I've learned so much from Scott, which is why I appreciate our relationship so much. He's been, like I said, to a lot of things that I've had outside of this place, you know, on a personal level, you know, some things that, you know, are very dear to my heart. He always shows up. He always shows up, literally. Like, so I know I can count on him for a lot of things, you know, and I appreciate you as a client. And I really appreciate you actually just putting that trust into me to be a part of your fitness journey. All right.
Ready to get to work?
Yes, I am. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. That's episode 2 of the Fat Cast. Next week, I don't know who I'm going to have. I'm going to have someone, though. It won't be Scott. But I think I'm going to bring Scott back for just an Ask Scott segment, because I'm telling you, he knows everything. All right.
Well, we can have some fun science questions.
You're going to find out. Okay. All right. We'll see y'all next time. We're out.